Hello, my name's Kevin. I'm here today to interview George. Hello, George.
Good morning, Kevin.
Tell me, George, why are we sat here today?
I have a business where I sell software, and I'm the director and the founder of this business. And I just imagine I'm a client and I buy a piece of software for my investment. I want to know all about this software. So of course on our website we show the results and we give many informations, but I also would like to tell a little bit more about the background of my business and about myself, just for our clients.
You told me you have no background in the financial software world. So how did this all start?
Yes, actually you are right. I'm a civil engineer. I did a grammar school and after I studied in Amsterdam and in Delft. And after I started working for many engineering companies and governments in the Netherlands on flood defense projects. In the Netherlands we live for a big part below sea level. So we are always calculating how high does the sea come. Climate change has effects, so we are used to work with advanced statistical models. And later on I started to convert those models to the financial market to see if I can predict movements in the financial market.
Interesting, but why are you selling software if you're a civil engineer?
Yes, actually I first, as I told you, I created it for myself, but then some friends I told about it and they got excited and they wanted to join me. And first I didn't want it because I created the software for myself. But I discussed with them the risk and everything and they wanted to join me and it was going well for them. So some friends told, why you're not selling it to other people? So friends started bringing friends and then the idea came to sell it to everybody. The liquidity in the market is very high, so we can handle much accounts, big accounts, so liquidity is not a problem. So that's the decision what I made to start it selling online.
Do the clients have to purchase the software and will they get a copy, or how does it work exactly?
No, actually they will not get a copy. We developed the software over many years, so it has a value and we want to keep it on our servers. So the clients only buy the usage of this software and we have an API connection to make this possible. So a client will not get a copy, just he have to send us API keys and with these keys we can trade on his account.
So am I right, the client doesn't have to send you any money, just the API keys?
Yes, so what I told, a client open on a third-party exchange an account, he put there his money and only when he make profit he pay with a share of his profit. So actually it's a quite user-friendly business model. You not have to pay in advance and only when it's working you have to pay with a share of your profit.
Okay, that's a really nice business model for clients.
In the world of cryptocurrencies there are a lot of scams, so we were thinking how we can create a business model where we can avoid a possible scam. So in this situation we never have access to our clients' money, so it can't be a scam. So that is why we decided to take this business model. Actually we put ourselves in risk that the client is paying us, but the client wants to keep using our software because we're making nice results. So actually it's also not a risk.
Okay, that's clear. It's nice to bring the interest in the same direction. You told me your product is for cryptocurrencies. Why, for example, not Forex or stock market?
Actually, it all started with Forex and stock, and actually we got also pretty nice results. Only my intention is to become bigger and that my clients become bigger. And then I don't like the business model with Forex and stock. As a retail trader, you always trade against the broker. And if the broker not provide liquidity, it's the best friend of that broker. So you always trade against the broker. And if you are losing money or break even, it's not a problem. When you win some money, it's also not a problem. But when you become bigger and bigger, I think it's not a good business model that the money you are winning, your broker is losing. And in cryptocurrencies, it's totally different. It's like a marketplace. So I trade against another trader. If I want to buy something, there must be someone who wants to sell. And only the exchange make this possible. And they ask a small commission on each transaction. So I never trade against my exchange. I trade against other traders, and I think that's a much more nice system on the long term when you want to become big.
Well, you seem to have convinced me, George. If I'd like to start, how would I go about it?
Actually, it's quite simple, quite easy. You have to open an account on a third-party exchange and you have to register on our website. So when you register with us, we give you all the information how you can open an account on a third-party exchange, and especially how you can set up all security settings before you deposit your money. after you can deposit there your money, and then you create the API keys with only trading function. And these keys you give for us, and with these keys we can trade on your account. Our software can trade on your account, but we will never have access to your money. You are the only one with access to your money.
Okay, it sounds pretty easy. What are the risks in the software? Can I, for example, change parameters or risk settings?
I understand the question, and that is what I am seeing in the market. Most companies who are selling software, you can adjust all the settings to your preference. It sounds nice, but we developed the software over many years, and we make so many tests for the best parameters, and over time the market is changing and we are changing the parameters a little bit, and in this market most of the people are losing money. Maybe not in the first 6 months, but there comes a moment that they are losing money because of the wrong settings, and we don't want our clients to lose money. So we create the best settings possible. We are checking the market and sometimes update the settings. So when you are using our settings, you know you have the best settings. So we not allow users to change those. Only the risk setting is something we can talk about if you want a higher or smaller risk. But in basic, we have just the standard settings because that are the best settings there are.
We talked quite a lot about the business and yourself, but can you just tell me something more about the organisation of your business?
Yes, sure. Before I worked much for governments as a project manager, and we always had to work with big engineering companies who are doing everything for us. And you have some top players in a company, but you have also players with less quality, and they all work together. And that brings quite often some issues in the work. So I actually only work with top players. They cost their money, but they bring faster results. So at the end, it's actually cheaper and we have faster quality. So what am I doing now is I work with top specialists at the financial market, cybersecurity market, all over the world. And we are mostly working in the cloud. Of course, we have our software on protected servers, but all others in the cloud. And I work with the specialists all over the world in the cloud. And that is how our business works.
Thank you for all the information and your time, George. I very much appreciate it, and I look forward to working with you in the very near future.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to welcome you as my new client.